Hi everyone, welcome back to the road trip. Today we've got something different to look at. A 1910 Model 17 Touring. This is a Buick. And we have the car's owner, Mark, with us. Mark, thanks for showing us your car.
You're quite welcome.
How many years have you had it?
I just had this almost 3 years now.
Did you have to do a lot of work to it, a lot of restoration?
It was restored in 1988 and it needed a bit freshening up on the paint and some other options on the car.
Is this a brass era car? Am I right in calling
Yes,
it?
brass ears are 1915 or earlier.
1915 or earlier.
Yes.
Well, it's a very unique looking car. Do you know how many are left?
There are approximately 54 of these left.
How many did they make, do you know?
I believe the number was 6,000.
Oh, they made a lot.
Yes.
Wow. Well, let's look at this engine. What powers this thing?
This is a 318 cubic inch 4-cylinder
Okay.
valve and head motor.
And it's an updraft carburetor?
Updraft carburetor, aluminum crankcase, cast iron jugs. Pair of pistons per jug.
Wow. Is that a rubber belt or a leather belt?
That happens to be a rubber belt, but originally it was leather.
Was it originally leather?
Yes.
And what kind of lights are these?
These are kerosene cow lights.
Okay, that's what they're called, cow lights? Kerosene cow lights?
Yes.
Are these acetylene or are these kerosene?
These would originally have been acetylene, but I have converted them to LED for safety.
Okay, so you drive this on tours and stuff?
I do. We are planning a 500-mile tour in June in Georgia with this car.
Wow. What does this say up here?
It says Corcoran. That was the manufacturer
Of the lights?
of the light.
Okay, so that's not really a Buick part. It's a
No, that was a
supplier, I guess.
supplier. Yep.
Wow. And it's a hand crank?
Hand crank. I do have an electric starter mounted to it because being a big motor like this, it's much easier on an old guy to start it with a key.
Can we look at the other side? Is that where all the action is, on the other side?
Sure.
This is a pretty neat looking engine bay. I think you're going to be surprised when you see this side of the engine bay. You can see the workings over here. Now, what are we looking at here? You got the push rods and the valves exposed?
Yeah, this is called a valve and head engine. So the valves are here in a valve cage, and then the camshaft runs through here and operates the valves through these push rods and rocker arms.
So all of that is moving while the car's idling, isn't it?
Yes, it's all
And how often do you have to oil it? Is it manually oiled?
manual oil with oil can on these little ports every 100 miles.
Wow.
It's got a magneto ignition.
Okay.
This is the water pump, steering box. This is throttle control here.
And this is what, a 4-cylinder?
4-cylinder.
Wow.
4.5-inch bore, 5-inch stroke.
Now, is that the starter?
That's the magneto.
The magneto.
Yeah.
You said you had a starter on there, manual? Or?
Starter's hidden underneath.
Okay. Okay.
Can't even see it.
Wow. This is pretty unique. Look at
This
this
is-
horn. Yeah. Does it? Look at the line going all the way up here. It's pretty unique. What is this? Is this for the settling?
This is the acetylene generator.
How does that work?
Creates the gas. You have water in here and it drips onto carbonate. It makes the acetylene gas and it comes up through a hose to the headlights.
Okay. And look at this tire. It says skid on it, doesn't it?
Non-skid.
Oh, non-skid.
That was a Firestone brand. It says Firestone right on the tire.
How about that? Look at that. Very nice. Whose initials are these?
Those are mine. It's my monogram.
There you go. Now, what makes this a touring? Is it the open car?
It's an open car with 5 seats.
So a 5-seater is a touring?
Yes. They had another open car that was a 4-seater called a Surrey, and they had a Toy Tonneau, which is also a 4-seater.
Okay.
It's a 3-speed transmission.
What is this rack here for? Is that for a blanket, I guess?
That blanket rail and handles to help yourself get in.
Yeah.
It's a tall car.
It is a tall car. Not a whole lot of stuff going on the dash here. Mostly wood and brass. What are these here for, Mark?
These are my turn signal lights that I put on for touring.
So you added some safety conveniences.
I did have brake lights, turn signals, four-way flashers,
Wow.
and headlights.
And you've added your cell phone holder.
Yes. Can't go anywhere without a cell phone.
You're right.
There's an oil sight gauge
Where's that at?
on the dash. See that glass bulb?
Oh, okay, I do.
That when the engine runs, the oil's pumped up through there and make sure that you have enough oil for the motor.
Okay. And this windscreen folds down, I see.
It does. Yeah.
What's the story on the top here? You've got the straps in the front holding the top down, I guess. Did this car come with the top like this?
No, they did not come from the factory with a top. That was done at your dealership or a local shop.
So you would have bought it without a top?
Yes.
And then every owner would have had to go to a local carriage company?
Yes, or possibly the dealer could provide them with one.
Well, I noticed the back window is very unique. So this isn't necessarily Buick. This could have been on anything, I guess, depending on the carriage
That's
company.
right.
How about that? It looks like a fan.
Sunrise.
Unique. Sunrise. Is that what it's called? Sunrise. Yeah. And this is acetylene as well, this backup light?
The rear light is kerosene.
Okay. Look at the detail of the pinstripe on the springs. Is that something Buick did?
That's exactly the way the factory striped them. The axle's striped, springs are striped, wheels, and of course the body.
Yeah, look at that. These are tall wheels. Are they wooden?
They are. They are wooden wheels.
And you need a wrench for that to get it off?
Yes. And it's rear wheel brakes only.
I see you have a rubber mount, I guess, for bottoming out on that spring.
Yep. It's a cushion.
Black mount cushion.
Yep.
What is this here, Mark? Is this a body?
That's the chassis tag.
Okay.
The manufacturer put that on. It does not match the engine seal number. So.
What are they right there? Are they more stop for bumps? I guess?
No, they're grease cups for lubrication.
Oh, okay, grease cups.
Yeah, they're here on the.
Oh, I see it there on the inside of that
There's
spring.
like 24 grease cups on this car.
Wow. Very neat. I see your tail lights. They're LEDs?
Yes.
They kind of blend into the body. You almost don't even see it. All these modern add-ons are kind of stealth-like. There goes your dash. Not much going on. What's the 100 there I see?
That's the horseless carriage recognition that the car's more than 100 years old.
Okay.
And we have the AAC on the front. Same type of badge.
I like this mirror. It's like a beveled mirror. Look at that. Is that original? Is that a Buick part or is that a period part?
It's period correct.
Period correct. Love the door handles. Very unique.
Yeah, kind of a carryover from the carriage world.
Yeah. And there's a lot of little pinstripes all over the body.
And you got pockets for your personals.
Okay. That's nice. Put your stuff in some of it. What do you think? This car is about 7 feet tall?
It's taller than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very big car.
I can reach 8 feet.
Well, you're just about above the car, but not by much.
It's like 92 inches tall.
Well, it's a very big car. What are your plans with it? Are you going to do tours? You're going to show it?
We are planning to tour with this car, and that's why I put the safety features on that I have to make it a little nicer drive.
So you're going to drive it and put it out on the road and enjoy it?
I'll probably put 1,000 miles on it this year.
Wow, that's a lot of miles. That's a whole lot of miles for this thing. Well, good for you. How's it run? Is it reliable?
Runs very well. We just rebuilt the motor, so it's got a fresh engine in it.
Okay. Runs good on regular fuel, or do you have to put substitutes or additions to the fuel or anything?
When I'm storing it, I put non-ethanol gas in it.
Okay. So you feel comfortable putting it on the road? It's pretty much reliable now, ready to go?
Ready to go.
Well, I love the car, Mark.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you very much for showing us this 1910 Buick Model 17 Touring. Did I get that right?
You did.
Yeah, I got it right. Folks, tell us what you think. If you like the car, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.